Hey guys, in today's video I'm doing a makeup look on this look right here. It's a very warm and coppery hot fire makeup look. I never play with like warm tones like this, but I think it turned out really nice. I kind of like it. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes. I used the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I've been using this a lot recently. I really like it. It primes my eyes really nicely. And for eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Juvia Place Festival palette. I'm first going to take this shade right here and buff that in my crease. I'm just taking a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M441. I'm just going to slowly build this color up until I get the intensity that I like. I don't want this color to be too intense, but I've actually never used this palette before, and I have a very certain look I want to do with it, so hopefully it turns out good. And I'm going to bring the shadow out pretty far. I'm going to clean it up later though. Okay, so now that I have that shade built up, I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm going to buff that in my crease as well, just a little bit lower down, because this one I took it up pretty high and buffed it out everywhere, but for this one I'm going to keep it down a bit lower. I'm taking out a more precise blending brush as well. This is the Morphe M433. Out of like any eyeshadow I've ever tried, I think the Juvia's Place is my favorite now. Especially for colors. Most of their palettes are colorful, but like, do you see that? I see that. Okay, so now that color built up on my crease, I'm just going to take a Q-tip and some makeup remover, and I'm just going to clean up the outer edges a little bit to see kind of like where I want my shape to be. This just helps me create like more like structured eye look. Helps me like pinpoint what I want. Because sometimes I'll keep my look more rounded. Sometimes I'll bring it out a little bit more, and sometimes I create more like a cut crease type of look. So doing this step helps me like decide like what I want to do for the day, you know. That's why I bring my shadow out pretty far, but I'm gonna keep this one more rounded, but I still want it to be like pretty sharp on the edge, kind of like more of a cat eye type of look. So kind of like a cut, it's kind of like a rounded cut crease type of shape. Okay, so I'm gonna take the color switch by Veramona, and I'm going to clean up my brush. I had the orange shade on it. And I'm going to dip into this shade right here and apply this on like the outer edges of my eyes, just to create like a nice blend. I want this orange to fade just a little bit nicer, so I'm gonna take that like more peachy type of shade, because it's in like the same color category as an orange would be, but it's not orange and it's not too intense, so it should blend out the color really nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna take this ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow in the shade Lightning Bug. It's like a true copper with a bunch of glitters in it. And I'm gonna apply this all over my lid. I'm first gonna apply it with my finger and then go in with a brush and kind of like perfect it and go more precisely. And ColourPop eyeshadows look really nicely when you apply them with your finger. They look the most intense that way. But sometimes when you pick it up with a brush, it kind of loses its intensity and kind of like falls down and creates some fallout. So what I'm going to do is take some up on my brush, and I'm going to spray my brush with some MAC Fix Plus just to help it glide on a lot smoother. Okay, so now that I have that gold shade in my lid, I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here, and I'm going to put this in the outer V just to kind of help deepen it up a little bit more. It's also going to help blend the ColourPop eyeshadow a little bit more, make it look really seamless. Okay, so now the top half of the eyes are done. I'm just going to apply some lashes and I'll come back and do the rest of my makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to foundation now, and I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 115. Hopefully this shade matches me. I've been tanning recently, so hopefully it's a good match. And I'm just gonna apply this with a Morphe E6 brush. Still a little bit dark, but that's okay. For concealer, I'm going to use the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade 010 Porcelain. Favorite concealer ever. So yes, I've been tanning outside, and the other night I used a self tanner. Like, it was, what was it? The Jergens in shower, like, self tanner that you put on whenever you like get out of the shower. And I applied that, and I had to like scrape the crap out of my legs, but because it looked really like streaky and awful on my legs, so I spent a lot of yesterday doing that. I used the Real Technique sponge again, and I mean, it's good. I do think it takes a little bit longer to blend in than a beauty blender would, but I don't think it's bad. It's not as bad as I remember. Gonna brush my brows out a little bit more. To set my face in place, I'm going to use the e.l.f. setting powder in the shade Fair Light. I'm just going to set the places where I put concealer. I'm not going to set my whole face today. I don't think that I need it. And then now my concealer is set, I'm going to move back to the eyes. And I'm going to this shade and use this as like a transition shade down there. I'm just going to use this on a ColourPop blending brush. Just buff away. And I don't feel like zooming in, so you get the gist. And now I'm going to take the shade right here and apply that down there. And then now I'm going to take this shade right here and put this on the very outer V area. And then I'm just going to clean my brush off with the Color Switch by Veramona. And I'm going to take the more, and I'm going to take this shade right here and just go over the entire thing. Help it blend out a bit nicer. Okay, so I just applied some Lower Lash mascara. And I also applied some of my top lashes too because I forgot to do that. And then now I'm just going to move on to the rest of my face, like bronzer, blush, and highlight, you know. To bronze my face, I'm going to use the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. I want my skin to be very bronzy and very warm, so my eyes are very, very warm. So I want my skin to match the amount of warmthness as well. And then over top, I'm going to apply this Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dolce. I always use this as like a topper because you can use it on its own, but it's kind of warm. So for my fair skin tone, it can be a bit too intense sometimes, but I like it for whenever I do really warm looks and I want to warm my face a bit more. I always go in my Milani Baked Bronzer. For blush, I'm going to use the Bang Beauty blush in the shade Smoked Peach. And then to highlight, I'm going to use the Tarte Exposed highlighter. It's like a nice golden highlight. I also want my skin to be really glowy too. I mean, I always want my skin to be glowy, but I feel like it's like a very summery look. And summer is meant for highlighting. I'm also going to take this highlight in my inner corners. And on my brow bone. For lips, I'm going to do a nude. I'm going to use the Too Faced Melted Chocolate in the shade Chocolate Honey. It's a really warm brown nude kind of color. Okay, so that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please remember to subscribe and like it before you leave. And if you want to see more videos from me, I upload Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you want to see those videos, then stay tuned. Other than that completes this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, got my eye. So I'm going to use... Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to use the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. Riley! Oh, shit. Brought it up too high. Okay, so now I'm going to take the... what? Okay, so now that I have what the heck?